Yes. Good afternoon, all geeks and fans. Welcome to Question Bag, brought to you in part by Famous Radio Live. This is our laid-back portion of Ink Radio, where all we do is answer your questions about comics, games, movies, and all that geek fun. Now, before I go around the table, I wanted to let you know how to get your question read on our channel. Send in your name, funny name or real name, and your question, and send it out to spectacularinkradio@gmail.com. And if it's appropriate enough to be read on our show, you will hear it on this portion of Ink Radio. Of course, I am your host, Andre Brown. Steven is not here today. He's actually doing stuff for Vengeance is Mine Season 2. So we'll go ahead and go to you, Andrew. Let them know where to find your name and everything.
Yeah, it's Hat Club Andy. Follow me. Don't follow me. Black Scorch out.
Yeah, baby. Okay. And then go Melendez.
As you heard him. Melendez.
What was the bold saw nose?
Bold saws Reed. Spider-Man. I got 3 minutes to play.
So I know it's gonna be a special question bag. It's gonna be a little bit longer than usual, mainly because we're not going to be having an episode, of course, on Easter. I'm gonna be with family. Studio will be shut down out of respect for that. So we'll be back after that. But this, get you in and get some extra questions in. We got a lot of questions that came in. So we have Melendez start reading. So let's go ahead and get it going. Yeah.
All right. First question comes in from Crispy K.
I appreciate
Are we going to talk about John Cena at the Oscars? So funny. I should have known Oppenheimer was going to sweep up that night. Also, this has been one of the best Oscars in a while. What do you guys think?
I couldn't see John Cena.
That's funny. We did talk about the Oscars a little bit on the actual podcast episode, as you can see on our YouTube channel. Because by the time this video is out, you've already seen it for a week.
Yes.
So, but overall, I thought it was a great show. A lot of people said it was a lot better than normal. I didn't see the full thing. Just certain clips and highlights and things of that nature. Melanie, is there anything else that stands out to you that you want to talk about, or John Cena?
Nope. When I watch the Oscars, I just get brain dead.
Gotcha.
Zone out.
But we appreciate you, Crispy K, because you've been writing in a lot and stuff like that. So we appreciate that. Next question.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, J.J. Simmons.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I can read, I think. J.J. Simmons comes in with Outcast game looking interesting. It's a lower budget to my knowledge. You guys think of picking it up?
Have you seen any fragments of it?
I
We
saw
just
the
watched the trailer,
today.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feeling about it?
Story looks intriguing. I'm getting like a hodgepodge of different games. I'm getting like slight Mass Effect.
Yeah, I was about to
vibes.
say that. Didn't it look like Mass Effect 2?
Well, kind of with the way he was like boosting, like gameplay wise, kind of. But like some of the aesthetics reminds me of these other games. I can't remember. I think one might have been like Hive or something with like the aesthetics. But yeah, it looks fun. I'd give it a shot. The demo's about to be released soon, so probably pick that up and see how it plays.
All right.
Gotcha.
What
Next
about
question.
you, Andy?
Oh yeah, you excited about it? Or?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we get a free open beta or something or whatever, and we can give it a test drive.
What platforms? Or is it just PC or what?
I gotta double check, but I think it's on 2 platforms, so it might be like PC and PlayStation, but I'll double check.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, next question. Go ahead.
Kylo Renner asks, "Hey fellas, been a minute. I had surgery and then a family thing, but I'm back to the show. I'm back to show my support. Thank you, and I hope you're
Appreciate it.
You're doing
Yeah,
well.
because he wrote in a lot when we was definitely starting off. Yeah.
Right. I did spring for the Apple Vision Pros. They are nice. I don't think it's worth the price point. Are any of you into VR at all? Your boy right here. Thinking about getting any type of VR setup. Oh man, if I could only read today. Do you guys VR at all?
I have some. And it's like sometimes I'm good with it. Like I've played some games that I really liked. And then other times, like depending on the game and the setting, then I start getting like nauseous and stuff. So it's game to game,
Well, I have the Quest 2. I'm going to be picking up the 3 here shortly. I've been satisfied with my VR headset. I will say those who have the capability of PC VR will probably have the best experience. only because of the certain games they will be able to play, and then it's easier to go about as far as like modding to play titles that you want to play in VR. But as far as like getting a VR setup, right now, unless you got the money or you're willing to save, it's gonna be expensive outside of like your basic headset, like a Quest 2 or the PSVR or anything like that. Because one of the ones that I heard that was in development a year or two ago now is the Deckard system, and that one's supposed to be like its own true standalone VR console to where you don't need a PC and you can play like Half-Life Alyx, Skyrim, and all those games.
That's crazy.
And then I would also save up for like the haptic bodysuit and then like full body tracking if you have the space.
I gotcha. Have any of y'all at least tested the Apple Pros? Because I mean, it don't even look like it's that much of. I mean, as far as the price that they actually throw bread at. Yeah. I'm like, bro.
Well, I'm not really a fan of Apple products, so yeah, you probably wouldn't catch me spending money on that.
Gotcha.
I probably have to have the Apple Pro, then I have to have the Mac, and then I have to have all these other Apple things just to make that.
To actually make it make sense. Yeah, that does, man. We'll go to the next question.
All right. From Titan Shadow. New here. Going to try this question bag out. So with Bad Boys 4 wrapped up and coming in a few months, is the world ready to forgive Will so soon?
How y'all feeling? I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even realize they were doing a Bad Boys 4, and then I saw like they were shooting, or it was like almost the wrap up time or something. So I was like, all right. I mean, at the end of the day, like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence doing their thing, like Michael Bay explosions. It's a fun time. Let's do it.
Is Michael Bay directing this one?
I hope so.
Yeah, because the third, look, don't get me wrong, the third one was good. It was good.
It was a different. It kind of went that Lethal Weapon. Like, I'm getting too old for this, really. But but like it was still Bad Boys.
Yeah. Did y'all notice Michael Bay was actually in the movie though? Did y'all notice that he was at the wedding? A lot of people didn't even know that was him. He was in there. I think he either shook whatchamacallit's hand and he walked by. Oh, yeah. He was like, hey, whatever. You saw him for like a second. And I was just like, I remember seeing it. I was like, oh. So he was just like, I ain't going to be in the movie. I'll pop in. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, let me explain. This Bad Boy franchise is what made Michael Bay. Because the Bad Boys movie, which to me, even though whatever people say about Michael Bay, it is a very inspirational story for people like us because they kept telling him this Bad Boy movie is going to suck. Martin Lawrence isn't as hot as you think he is. And this Will Smith, and he's a kid. He's with Fresh Prince and all this other stuff. And then they cut his funding and he had to actually sell his house or whatever property he had just to do the same. He was like, you forgot your boarding pass. Because they was like, by that point, he didn't have any more funding. So he had to sell that to he was like, yo, this movie gonna do well. Now, did it blow up the box office? No, but it was a critical hit.
I like to think for the 90s it did.
Yeah, it was a critical hit.
For inflation, like I think it
did really well though.
Really well, yeah.
And it made people shut up. And then the point that it was like, you gonna do a second one? He was like, yeah. This is my amount.
Yeah, this is my number.
And he was like, they were like, oh, okay. Yeah. And they was like, yeah. So they're like, so you want us to CGI this mansion and just no. I want to blow up the. So you want us to buy? Yup. So you gonna buy it or we'll do? Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, he ain't being arrogant at that point. Because y'all cut my funding and left me. You know what I'm saying? Hanging. So I had to sell my own property. Now, yeah. How about you buy a property so I can blow it up? Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, as far as Will is concerned, I mean, I don't know. I guess people may have forgotten this. Like you forgot it or how you? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like this, man.
He wasn't wrong. Will was caught in a bad situation, at the end of the day.
Mind controlled by Jada.
First of all, the fact that you want to stand up there and defend Voldemort, man, you kiss my ass. All I'm saying is we shouldn't hold, Martin Lawrence, box office receipts accountable because, Will slapped another comedian. He's a grown-ass man, he ain't slap August like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He ain't slap his wife like that, and I don't mean in a domestic violence kind of way. I mean in like a Sean Connery, give her a little smack kind of way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? She out here fucking kids that go to school with your kid, man. Like, and now you want to respect yourself, man. Fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah, John, crazy. So I mean, I guess to answer the question though, it's going to be based off the box office. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how people feel, and I mean, it's not too long out. I think it's a couple of months left. I mean, a couple of months before it come out.
I mean, I'm still gonna go see it.
Oh well, yeah, I'm definitely going to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Nice guy number 1 writes, "Hi guys. So the rumors are strong for the PS5 Pro. They are, Axe.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I meant to tell you this, because right after last episode when I was like, when we were talking about like GTA 6 and them releasing another console, like 2 days later I seen something for the PS5 Pro that's supposed to be coming out in like 2025 or 26, and I was just like, fucking called it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dre, are you going to upgrade if true? I don't have a PS5 yet, so I'm wondering, should I wait for the Pro? I have a Switch, but now they're talking about a Switch too. Oh wait, that's the next person's name.
Yeah.
What do you guys think on that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna upgrade. I'm gonna tell you that now. I have a exclusive Spider-Man 2 console, and I had to save up and then do installments to get that. No, we're not upgrading. But we're just gonna stick to that. I'm just saying I'm gonna stick to that one because even the newer slim ones, I feel like is a little. I would say a downgrade as far as like what comes with it because it don't even come with a stand. So if you wanted to stand up your PS5, it's like, oh, you better spend $80, and you're almost to the point of getting the old one. So
Yeah.
I feel like the rumors. I feel like they are. I mean, it's what they have been doing.
You get that like
Tier.
mid-cycle refresh of them.
Yeah.
Put flames on it and it's tearing ass now. Come get the new model. Really?
So how you feeling about everything?
It was kind of something we were expecting. I did hear like the rumors about PS5 Pro coming, and I think Xbox is also talking about some kind of
Series
a refresh.
X Pro or whatever.
Yeah, so it's within the realm of what we saw coming if you really follow the trends.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on track for it,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
in the answer to your question specifically, as far as what you should do with your money, I am not a financial advisor, but I would say if you want a PS5 and you haven't got one yet, I would say probably wait for the Pro.
And then get a regular one on the used.
Yeah, because then
don't get a slim.
because then it would be cheaper. But then also, if you have a Switch now, unless there's something that's really gonna drive you to where like you need to get like not need, but you want to get like a PlayStation for more than like an exclusive or so, I would say just stick with the Switch. Get the Switch too. Treat yourself.
Go down to Blockbuster and rent it for a weekend.
No, it's Hollywood Videos. You cretin. Get you an N64.
Yeah.
Are you reading the next question? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. From Bragging Rights, I saw Doom Part 2 at a fan screening Sunday night.
Of course,
Absolutely blew me away. I can't wait to see it again. Tell me you guys loved it.
Yeah,
The
we know it's
colors,
probably like
bro.
an older
Yeah.
question, but it was. Of course, it was.
It's still a new
phenomenal.
movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it was the second week out or whatever.
Yeah, second weekend out, and stuff like that. Yeah, so
All right, Nick the Slick writes. So they officially started.
Yep.
So they officially started shooting Superman Legacy. What are y'all's expectations for this brand new DCU?
yeah. Come on, Melendez, tell us about how you're so excited about the Superman and
You know what really grinds my gears? Not having a warehouse full of kryptonite and magic items. But nah, I'm intrigued. I'm one of two ways, Dre. You know me. On one hand, I feel like an abused spouse, just like here comes the loved one again, drunk from a new rewrite, new universe with power. Like, you're gonna love it this time, Martha. God damn it, we got it right. I'm sorry, Jim. But on the other hand, I'm like, all right, James Gunn hasn't done anything wrong per se as far as with his movies and stuff that he's put out.
he's an exceptional director.
Right.
Right, but
But he
we're
could still
talking
be-
about a whole universe.
Yeah,
and
being a studio head. Yeah,
Right, and I'm not gonna sit here and shoot him before he proves himself because for actors a lot of times like Michael Keaton not your ideal Batman, but look at what he did with it.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, this Broadway dancer, he's not cut out to be Wolverine. Look at what he did with it, you know. So there's been plenty of times where people have been, you know, miscasted or assumed to be like Heath Ledger, famously for being the Joker. Oh,
Yep.
he's a pretty boy, ladies' man, like. But you know, so it's just like I'm gonna give him the same benefit of the doubt on one hand, but on the other hand, like my inner child is kicking and screaming in a room that's on fire, saying, "Is this fine?"
Yeah, I mean, like, once I see like the trailer and I see boy in the suit, then I'll.
Oh, they have pictures of him in the suit. It
you
looks
know.
To an extent,
Yeah.
I know he's talking about the finished cinematography
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let me
of him,
see
like,
like how it really
floating
how he
in the
does his
sky
thing.
and all that
then
type
I'll
of stuff.
know,
So
'cause, I mean, you know, I was a big Superman guy.
yeah,
True.
and it's gonna be a lot of characters in it, but I feel like it's gonna be done tastefully.
I will say I heard about the characters being in it. You know what? To come full circle, it's gonna be kind of like what you're doing with Mason, from what I hear, to where there are a lot of peripheral superheroes, but they're really there as a background to bring out the heroism in Superman. And I hear that one of the plot points is like him being a thing in Metropolis is what's going to lead other people to want to like come to him kind of like a beacon of light kind of way, to
Right.
where he's inspiring other to be heroes and kind of like be like the Justice League, even though the other heroes are established. They're like, all right, maybe we can.
Work together to
Yeah.
accomplish this like greater, you know,
Yeah.
situation and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited. I mean, James Gunn hasn't dropped the ball directing yet. So I don't think the movie is going to be. I mean, he made you care about Ratcatcher #2. So because that scene with him,
polka
with her
dot
and her, yeah, exactly, with her and her dad, which of course Taika Waititi played. That scene meant a lot. I'm like, why am I caring about a character named Ratcatcher 2? I don't understand this. And Polka Dot Man, why am I caring about him? And he got
Because it's
killed.
the characters and not the powers.
Exactly, and it's the writing, it's the detail, the care of the detail and stuff like that. So I mean, and then he even took was it not Bloodshot? What was
Bloodsport.
Yeah. And, this non-little DC been in there, men in the comics maybe 6 or 7 times out of the whole DC universe. And he literally is taking and making a gun out of his suit. You're like, oh my God, this is so freaking cool. If it wasn't James Gunn, somebody else would have did. That job would have looked corny and trash. So just letting you know. So we'll see. But go ahead. I'm sorry about that. Next question.
All right. From Lady Luck. Thanks for the content, guys. You're welcome. So that Borderlands trailer was a bit underwhelming. I don't know if it's going to be a smash hit or a turd. What's y'all's opinions? Thanks for taking my question.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for the support. I think we talked about the trailer.
Yeah.
It could go either. It could go either
really
way.
Yeah, we're
sitting on the
agreeing
fence.
with you at this point, Lady Luck. Like,
Right.
50.
All right.
Oh no, man. I mean, they got a lot of big names, but even big names sometimes that
I
they
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
could fall apart.
You guys remember that movie? What was it called? Valentine's Day. It had all the celebrities.
Yeah.
No one saw it.
So yeah,
Or
I mean,
that movie Argyle that had all the celebrities
yeah,
in it. And no one saw it.
shoot. Yeah, go ahead, bro. We can do next
Oh,
question.
let me cook. All right.
You got a long one.
Right. Thank you. Add me as your +1. Writes. So I live in Texas, guys. I found your YouTube channel through a recommendation after watching Andre do his pre-review of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because I was on Final Fantasy VII video, watch Spiral.
Yeah, you know how you be like,
Yeah, down
just
the rabbit
like,
hole. Yeah. Laugh out loud. Anyways, y'all keep up the good work. So The Last of Us, House of Dragons, and now Shogun and Last Airbender all have some of the best show openings of any fantasy show in the last decade. Is this the glory of the geekhood or not, bro? Is this the glory years of the geekhood or not, bros? And out of those, which has the strongest starts to y'all? Mine is between Last of Us and Shogun.
I mean,
that's good.
we're in such a. I feel like some of the golden age is peak because like the movies are kind of starting to fall off because we're super saturated and we're like,
Yeah.
you know, like I don't know, and then we get Madam Web and stuff like that. But like, but not long ago
Yeah, I know.
did we have like
Madam Web
Avengers
is-
Endgame and
Exactly.
everything. Like, that
Adam
was
Webb
pretty
is
recent.
this generation's Daredevil.
yeah, that teeter-tot scene was
You know.
on top. Anyway,
So, but I mean, like, but now we're getting really good, like some of these shows. You know,
exactly.
Airbender's really good. You know, we got Shogun, we got
House of Dragon.
And then
Last of Us.
the other one, the Kumi
Ninja Kamui.
Yeah,
Ninja Kamui, yeah,
mhm.
and all this stuff. Like we got some really cool stuff coming out in different avenues. So I mean, like,
But what do y'all think about the opening credits? That's what they want.
Yeah, I mean, who had the best first
Yeah.
episode? That's hard, bro.
I would probably say House of Dragons.
Yeah, I probably lean on that one because of the fact that we really didn't know what to expect with that. I mean, The Last Airbender, to me, I mean, the trailers look great. So, I mean, I was expecting greatness anyway. Then that opening scene where they're going to turn the ground into like a moon cavern. That was crazy, bro. I was like, bro, they're dead. So it's like, and then of course, Last of Us was just impeccable, bro. Like that shit was just great from start
Almost
to
a
finish.
1-to-1.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll probably lean more towards with you on House of Dragon. What about you?
I'd maybe go Last of Us.
Okay. Yeah, that girl played her behind off with that scene because I was like, yo, no. Even though I'm like, why am I know she's gonna die. See, I played the game.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, no, please, just let her live. No, she has to die. Go ahead.
That's why I won't be watching season 2.
Oh yeah. Now I heard they splitting the game into season 2 and 3. So
Well, if you played the second game, you know he won't be in season 3.
yeah, probably so.
Yeah, he'll probably be.
They're probably in season 2 with him.
No, because that's in like the first 2 episodes.
But they're gonna probably fill in. No, they're probably gonna fill in with other stuff and zombie attacks and.
Not watching it.
Go ahead,
Episode
man.
2, he gets fucking clubbed to death. No, fuck that. So-
All right, you can read the next
From
question.
Tyson L. New to the channel, liking what's building. Keep up the good work, fellas. We will do so.
Appreciate it.
I'm serious. Your numbers may be low, but I see it slowly and organically building up, so don't stop. Anyway, this week just dripping with greatness. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Helldivers 2, Dune Part 2, Shogun, Abbott, Halo, Airbender. I mean, has there been a time like this before for us geeks, or what? Just kind of backing off.
Yeah, backing up
what
with
we
the-
just said.
Yeah, it's a lot. Gaming wise,
There's a lot of good stuff going on.
wise. Yeah, it's a lot, man. I mean, I guess out of all of these, because I'm literally having a blast playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and because of the fact that we got to edit and do stuff. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it does take you out of the game element because you feel like you're doing like homework. Okay, let me record me playing this, and the third. But to be able to just sit back and just be like play it without having to be like, who's gonna take notes? You're just like, oh, this is a great experience. I'm loving it. Are you guys playing any games right now? You playing Helldivers too, right? You say you playing with friends or something? Are y'all playing together or?
No.
I've
that one.
been busy on stage and editing.
Of course.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah,
let me
like
know
crazy.
when-
Like
but-
speaking of games, though, like
but-
my buddy hit me up. Is like, sent me the trailer for the new tennis game coming out. It's like, this looks good. It's like there hasn't been a good tennis game since Top Spin 2 or something. It's been like 10, 12
Oh,
years
wow.
or something.
Okay.
It's like, like I'm really excited for this game. And
Always
it's like I
thought
know
the
it
best
sounds
one
weird, but
was
it's like
Mario Party.
there's like good stuff coming out, like gaming wise and everything. We're getting some, studios are kind of that are allowed to do their thing and don't have to play the annual like refresh, release kind of thing.
Suicide Squad.
But as far as gaming, though, I have briefly played Arizona Sunshine 2 on VR and Survival Nation.
Yeah.
No, any VR game you play, if it's new, let me know. We can put it on the list and we can talk about it and stuff like that.
You gotta get a headset so we can play.
Okay. Yeah, I got to try to see if I can get one.
Yeah.
But quick question: what are y'all? What was I about to say? Oh yeah, the Dungeon Dragon thing. Let me know another time ahead of time so I can plan out because I want to come out and support and be a part of it. So yeah, just let me know.
Well, we had one on the 6th, but we moved it up to the 30th.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure I let Bianca know.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Order 66 writes, the final seasons of Umbrella Academy release date finally announced August 8th. You think they can stick the landing with this season to wrap up the show?
I hope so because the last season was
Do it.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of those shows that normally hits pretty well, but sometimes there's some misses in there.
Yeah, definitely. Did y'all like season 1 too? Oh, bless you. Season 1 was absolutely phenomenal. Like, bless you. I love season 1. Season 2 was okay. You know what I'm saying? It was okay. Season 3 was like, it was. I mean, it had some highlights, but stuff like that. So, y'all think it's gonna stick the landing? No, y'all think they're gonna be a wrap up good? The end of the final season.
I hope so.
Maybe like there's 75% chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out and see.
All right. High off life. Another question for me. So the Penguin Show is slated for fall of 2024 release. Colin was excellent in The Batman. How you guys think this show is going to fare? I don't think people are ready for how extraordinary this show is going to be.
Yeah, I've seen some of the behind-the-scenes clips. I mean, of course, Matt Reeves is involved with it. I mean, the Batman movie was definitely exceptional. So, I mean, I'm expecting nothing but greatness for it. Of course, as we know they delayed, Batman for another year. So, right now, I guess it's the only focus point for him. And of course, this is a Elseworld, so it's not in the new DCU. So it's going to be something different. So, but I'm excited. I mean, I think this is going to be a good spinoff. What's his face? Robin Pattinson is going to make an appearance as Batman. Oh, Batman or Bruce Wayne. We're not really sure yet. So I think that would be my only downfall on the Batman is because he doesn't know how to play Bruce Wayne. He knows how to do Batman, but his Bruce Wayne I don't really like too much. So, but how y'all feeling? Y'all good or what's up with the Penguin Show? Y'all excited to watch it?
Yeah, I'm excited because it's supposed to be like his rise to power after what happened to Falcone. I am curious to a certain extent, because it almost seems like a scenario with like the Godzilla show sometimes, where it's like, well, we know it's called the Penguin, but we know it's Batman, so we know we can't really have Batman here too much because it would just be the Batman show. So I wonder how they're going to balance that because it's like he has to be able to make strides to become the Penguin that he is, but it's like, how do you make waves without getting caught by the Batman, or are you doing something that's keeping him distracted over here? Is there other threats? It's like, I wonder how they ride around that.
Yeah, that's true. You excited about it, or
I haven't heard much about it. So is this going off the Gotham series?
No, the
thing,
Batman.
No, it's
All right,
based
so
off the Batman. What's the
movie.
timer?
Yeah, so I haven't seen it.
What's up with that? Oh, okay, we're doing good. Oh, yeah, man. I don't know. We might be able to hit all the questions. Shoot. All right. So, next question.
All right. Dune Rules writes, "Are you bros following the new game? No Rest for the Wicked. It's looking fantastic. PC release before console. I think it's a game I'm gonna love." I actually saw clips and trailers for this like a few days ago. It looked wild. It looked like it was. It looked like it was gonna be like over the top. And I like it when a game leaves me to like want to check it out, like intrigued. So I think I'm gonna check it out because I feel like it's gonna be one of those games where like, if nothing else, it should just be fun to play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm super interested in seeing what this looks like. It looks great. You
Yeah,
seeing it?
I
How
think
you
I
feeling?
remember seeing the trailer or whatever. And, yeah, it looks like it could be a very fun game. It looks like it'll be good kind of, co-op and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, definitely. Next question.
Mac G. Rise of the Ronin is stacking up to be game of the year type game. Are you guys still excited? I'm definitely getting this on pre-order.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this guy. I think we got like 3 or 4 questions about this game. Yes, of course. I mean, as you guys know, we did on the last question bag, one of the highlighted questions was Dragon Dogma 2 and Rise of the Ronin are both coming out on the same day. But then I actually did some digging. So I'm sorry, I never played Dragon's Dogma, but I didn't know it was more in relation to not open world per se. I mean, it is, but it's more leaning towards like a Monster Hunter element.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, because when the new Monster Hunter had came out a few years back, it just wasn't my job. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad game, but it just wasn't my job. I mean, it wasn't really something I really liked. So to find out it's more related to that, not like Monster Hunter, but it's in that
Just gameplay stuff.
field and dealing with monsters. I guess not. Are you capturing them or are you just? I'm not really sure. I haven't played the first Dragon Dogma, so I'm
I haven't
sorry.
played in years, so forgive me.
I got you. Yeah. So I mean, I was
I
like,
think
yeah.
you just kill them. You might capture them in some cases, but I don't know. It's been like forever.
Gotcha. So, but yeah, Rise of Rome to me is more so my speed because I love Ghost of Tsushima. I know it's gonna be a different game from Ghost of Tsushima, but it's open world. You get to do side missions. You don't have to be like, what I'm saying. I mean, it has hints of elements of like The Witcher 3 as far as like going to the town and you're like
I was gonna say it reminded me more of like if you guys remember this series Tenchu.
Oh yeah, okay,
it reminds
okay,
me more of like Tenchu vibes because I love that game.
yeah,
They need to remake Tenchu.
yeah. Probably could. They probably because they now they're doing a lot of remakes. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, my thing is like, yeah, I like when I'm saying in the sense of Witcher 3, like you be able to go into a town and you're like, okay, hey, all right, you're in your mind, you're like, okay, I got to do this and do this for my main mission. Oh, help! So and so is robbing me, and you're like, oh, and they're like, you can't get rewarded, and you're like, maybe I should go ahead and help this lady out real quick, get some extra bread. And you check your money, you're like, oh, I got like 200 coins. And they're like, oh, I'll give you 1,000 coins for helping me out. Why not? I get 200 coins. So, you know what I'm
I'd
saying?
be like, you gotta learn how to dodge, lady. Dodge the pit pockets.
You're funny. Who written the next question?
Me. Easy P writes, Nightingale looks intriguing. You fellas heard anything about it? You gonna review it?
Not really my cup of tea. That's just me. I looked at some of the game footage. I mean, it's all right. You know what I'm
Actually, haven't heard anything about it. Can you describe some?
saying? It's more of a like a. Remember that dark game that came out? What's that? Lives of P. I'm not saying it's like that, but kind of in a dark sense. Dealing with the fighting and things of that nature. That's kind of what it is. I think it's like a single player, one of those dark, creature fighting type of things and stuff like that. You heard anything, Andrew, about it? Or?
I haven't heard nothing.
That's for all I know about it. After that, because after I saw the first trailer, I was like, not really for me. So
Well, Easy P, I'm gonna do some research and get back to you.
yeah.
General Titan. The Switch 2 gets back. Aw, man. What do you guys think caused the delay?
I mean, I don't know what they're doing. We keep saying the Switch 2. Every system Nintendo has done is always different from the last. So I don't.
Well, and like half of like what Nintendo's, probably less so lately because they've been kind of really trying to compete. But a lot of their early consoles and everything, like they were always working like kind of a generation behind tech-wise. That way they kept the prices down and kept everything more attainable for the mass market, which worked out for them. When you look at all the titles and everything that they built with the Nintendo Empire. But I know too, like really when you look at things like the last 3 years or so where the chip shortages and everything else really disrupted things between supply chains, actual, just production and everything, development, everything was stunted. So like we're starting to come out of that and everything's getting reappropriated and back on track and, diverging supply lines or whatever is happening, but it's still a process. So,
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. I mean, I ain't really rushing to see what it is. I mean, unless they do a presentation at the end of this year or something like that. If they're gonna try to drop it in April next year or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, next question. Appreciate that question though. Thank you.
Wonderman writes, you fellas seen the trailer for Ultraman Rising? It actually looks really good. I think it could be better than expected.
Oh, I mean, is that a Netflix?
You
or-
haven't heard of Ultraman
No, I know.
Rising?
I know who Ultraman is, but I think is that a show that's on Paramount
Ultraman,
Plus
not
or
Ultra
Netflix?
Lord.
Or do you know anything about it? Or
no.
About Ultraman
No,
Rising?
yeah, Rising.
I mean, I guess he's going to rise.
It is the rise of the
Ultraman.
Man, I'm gonna agree with him. It looks cool. It looks good. I'm willing to see what's happening.
What platform is it on?
These.
Whatever. Anyway,
I
Wait, is
bootleg
Is
everything.
Wonder Man like his nemesis and he's like making sure nobody's heard of Ultraman coming up?
No, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's a game. I think it's a show.
yeah,
Let
I
me
think it
check.
is a show. Oh, go ahead, check it real quick.
That's why I said I bootleg. So like when you ask me like if it
Find something.
yeah, it's like come on, man. It's coming to Netflix, but I ain't gonna be watching it on Netflix. I'm trapping out the bandwidth. This man's gonna ask me what platform is it? On free. On free.
All right, who's got the next question?
All right. High six.
Yeah, yeah.
Kryptonians. Vultramites. Who's winning?
Oh yeah,
Viltrumites.
That's a good question. I don't know, bro.
It's
So
Vultramites.
here's why Viltrumites will win, right?
Okay.
Because the older they are, the stronger they get, right? Now, let's say the Kryptonian planet had not been blown up. They only get their Superman powers from a yellow sun.
Yeah.
So let's say they came to Earth. They're on one-on-one with the Viltrumites, but the Viltrumites can
Don't
run
have that
through.
weakness.
They don't. So you can't kill them with space rock. You can't change the sun. Or you could change the sun. It's not going to affect them. The only thing that would affect a Viltrumite, other than pure brute strength, if they were able to pull that off, is sound frequencies. And Superman ain't going to figure that out because he ain't even Superman at this time. He's just a Kryptonian who got dropped on Earth to get beat up by some other Kryptonian with the fresh white linens.
What about Superman Prime, though? What's going on?
But that Superman has to be chilling in a sun for 1,000,000 years. And if you have a Viltrumite that lives that long, that means he's stronger than him because he gets stronger the older he gets.
I don't know. I think Superman faster, though. I mean, of course, I don't know. That's a good question, though, to me.
Nah, Superman's not
So, I mean,
fast.
because then they say, like, Omni-Man versus Superman. And I mean, if you're doing that, then Superman would win. Because, I mean,
How would he win?
I mean, if he's already Superman, I mean, he's already in his prime. Like, if he's like
if he's
early
Superman prime, yeah. But
if he's mid-20s Superman, and then you got Omni-Man, I mean, that Superman's gonna beat the crap out of him.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just saying, man.
I'm not saying he ain't gonna get no licks in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good
I'm not
for a
saying
while, but
but I'm thinking Omni-Man's gonna edge him out.
he's gonna outlast.
Because think about it. It's like, here's why Superman versus Goku is interesting, right? Because it's not just any other Saiyan. Because Goku and Superman both understand the fundamentals of pulling back and enjoying the fight. Well, Goku more often than Superman. He enjoys the fight for the fight. So he's not coming at it to kill. Superman's not coming at it to kill. Omni-Man is like Vegeta going against Superman.
Yeah.
That's the real question because guess what? One doesn't care about your feelings. One wants to kill you. One's going to kill you. So I think that's where Omni-Man would edge out Clark Kent / Superman Kal-El. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because he, unless he slaps Lois, he ain't got that dog in him.
Okay. I mean, hey, he might be like, he down and be like, I'm gonna kill your wife, and then he watch him kill her. Then he snaps like an Injustice, and then he runs through Omni-Man to take his back out.
Remember, Omni-Man also studies a planet for a minute. So if he's here, knowing that Superman's here, trust, believe, Omni-Man had a plan for him already.
Gotcha.
All right, Chris the Nice Guy writes, a Teen Titans live-action film is in development at DC Studios. What are the chances for this to be a hit? Also, do you guys think it will be part of the DCU James Gunn, the new DCU that James Gunn is making?
Probably so.
Yeah.
And
Is that what you guys think?
Yeah. Rumors. I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, it could be. I mean, anything could be in development. That doesn't mean that they are started casting and stuff like that.
Right.
He already has his layout of what movies he's going to have coming out and what's going on. So I mean, if so, it could be in development. But we're probably not going to see it for another 5-6 years.
Right.
How you feeling?
Pinning the script and casting.
It's a movie I think we've been wanting for a while is to see like a Teen Titans film, like legit of some sort. I think it comes down to the casting is the main thing. So we'll see.
That and the writing too. Oof.
Well, I think the writing more than ever. But I think as far as the casting, it all depends. Because if like per their question and what they're asking, if it is in James Gunn's like universe, then it begs the question because he wants a Batman that's old enough to have Damian Wayne to already be his Robin. So then it's like, all right, if that's the case, are we really getting the Teen Titans or are we getting adult Titans? Because then that means Robin, Nightwing would be older now.
Yep, that's true.
So it all depends on that. Or they're going to do like a new flavor of Teen Titans where it's led by Damian Wayne.
Exactly.
Or
like they did with that Justice League versus Teen Titans animated movie.
Yeah, it really depends on which iteration and how old they're making these
characters to
Titans,
be. Exactly. Or we'll be on time.
Let's see. Should still be good. Yeah, 50 seconds. We're good. Go ahead, Andy.
One last one from The Mask. So it's speculation that Shang-Chi 2 may have Iron Fist in it. Do you think this true? If so, do you think the actor from the Netflix will come back, or I hope they recast?
Yeah, I hope they recast. I mean, no knock on the guy. I just felt like the writing and whatever direction that was given to him kind of just soured the whole experience of Iron Fist, and I think they just need a fresh start. Not knocking him, just saying they just need to get that taste out of people's mouths and just focus on a new actor. He's like, hey, I'm the new Iron Fist. Let's just focus here. And Kevin Feige is a good writer, a good, whether they want to do Iron Fist as a show or, I mean, yeah, to me, I think he fares more just doing a movie. I mean, I feel like trying to necessarily stretch some of the stories from Iron Fist. I feel like they just focus on one story arc and then, do that. And then maybe do the Heroes for Hire with Luke Cage. And stuff
Well,
like
and that's
that.
what I was going to say, because I think the issue they ran into, again, for that actor, I think, because I don't mind him coming back, because, again, we all know that the issue was with the writing, because Netflix was already, when they came to his season.
They were on the way out.
Yeah, because they were already deciding with Disney that we're not going to do these anymore. So
It was a
what the
lot of
point?
confliction, and
Yeah,
they got
so-
irritated with stuff. So,
So I think if they were to bring him back, I would love to see that actor come back, only because if they're supposedly bringing these other guys back for the new universe, just to have the continuity there. But also, I think, like, to your point, if they were going to do a TV show outside the movie, keep him in a Luke Cage show. Because I think that's, because in the comic books, that's how they work anyway, those two being dynamic. And I think when we come to, like, the Luke Cage show, if they don't market it as a Luke Cage show and it is just like Heroes for Hire, just them two, I think it would work really well, because I like season 2 for Luke Cage and a lot of people didn't. But I think, you don't have to worry about stretching story for either one when you could just pull those together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell a great story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I agree with you 100%. So that's all the time we have. We appreciate it. I think we got through a lot of questions because I think we only got like 7 or 8 more left. 9? Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it was like 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got like halfway through that. That was a lot of questions.
Yeah, so but we don't shy away from that. We really appreciate you guys. Keep sending questions in. It makes this segment fun. I mean, it's a laid back. It gives us different topics to talk about, and it's not just one already scripted setup that we do have. So it's definitely fun. But like I said, if you have any other questions, anytime 24/7, send it to spectacularinkradio@gmail.com. We vet them and definitely hear your question here on this segment. So I'm Andre. Of course, we got Melendez and Andrew. We will see you next time. Happy Easter. Happy everybody have a great time with their family. Follow us. Follow and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Of course, Spectacularin Comics, Spectacularin Radio on Threads, Facebook, Instagram, and all that. And we definitely appreciate the support. Also, if you want any merch and stuff like that, we do have a link down below in the video. And we have new shirts. Me and Melendez and the team are actually trying to work on Spectacularin Radio shirts as well. So we appreciate you, and we will see you guys next time. All right. Question bag.
Bagging questions.
Question baggins.